everybody, and welcome to our final week. You made it. You still have some things to do, but you made it to the end of class. This is not an easy class to take, as you all can appreciate by now, and you guys really did a nice job. So let's talk about what's in the last week. On Monday, if you choose to, you can do an extra credit assignment, which would be turning in your resume to me with your marketing plan for Me Inc. Your marketing plan for Me Inc. should really kind of decide what your resume looks like and how you put it together. I put together a lot of documents in the module in D2L that are about putting together a resume and just different tips and things that are involved with that. So please feel free to go through that material and go ahead and if you do submit it to me, there's an assignment folder that you need to submit your Word compatible resume and your marketing plan for Me. Include both of them, so it helps me to give you some good feedback for it. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is we're going to cover on Chapter 2, which is it's not really the capstone of the course, but it makes sense to have it now as opposed to at the beginning of the class. So it's about business ethics and responsibility. I think it's kind of an interesting topic because it cuts across all these different disciplines, and there's plenty of examples of companies that have not exactly been ethical in their approach to conducting their businesses. So one of those is a very famous case that had huge impact, and it was by a company called Enron. And you need to watch a documentary, so do that as soon as you possibly can. It's a good document. It's an outstanding documentary. It's actually award-winning, and does a great job of profiling all the different elements that contributed to what Enron ultimately was. So students love it. Really get a lot out of it, and it's very thought-provoking to think, that these things happen in business, and this wasn't that long ago. So it's a very impactful story. So watch the video, take some notes on it, and that kind of thing. And then on Wednesday, specifically on Wednesday, there's a extra credit quiz, and I want to say it's 10 multiple choice questions based on things you saw in the movie. So take it as soon after watching the movie as you possibly can. But it's only available during the day for the day of Wednesday, the 24th. Okay. And again, it's 10 extra credit points, which on a 370-point scale is a pretty significant amount when you consider where letter grades are and that type of thing. Okay, so then the last thing to keep in mind is that we also have you'll do your quiz for Chapter 2, which is also due on Wednesday. And then our final test is due by 11:59 on Thursday. There's literally no extensions on this that I can do because I literally have to turn in grades the next day after that. So when you've got all that resolved, please get the test turned in and what have you. We'll go from there. And then the test covers off on Chapters 2 and the last one we did, plus basically all the chapters since the last test, so they're almost split evenly. It will be very similar to what the first test was like, so at least you understand what to anticipate, and I think you'll it's very structured in a very similar way. Multiple choice questions. You can go through and answer all the ones that you know. You can always go back. It's open book, open notes, so you can go back and look things up if you have to do that. Okay, so that's that. And with that, let me go to, hang on, I'm going to go to D12 so I can show you a couple of things there. So the last two modules are Module 19 and Module 20. Module 19 covers off on Chapter 2. Module 20 is about resume building. I'm going to open up that one real quick so you can see. There's just some different documents you can look at. These are things that, I hope this is one of those objectives of the class that you can take with you, that you can use. So I think you're going to find a lot of really helpful things in terms of building up your resume. As we know from our marketing plan that your resume is only part of your promotional element of your plan. So just keep that in mind. And a lot of these things that I can speak from a point of experience. I've literally hired hundreds of people, and as a hiring manager, I was always keenly aware of what a good resume was, as opposed to one that wasn't so helpful for the person. Okay, and then then we're going to look at chapter 2 real quick, see what's in there, because this is important. There are, by the way, there is not a discussion post, so I'm sorry, disregard that part of it. But that's just an interesting story about an ethics breach that happened at a very well-known bank called Wells Fargo. It wasn't that long ago that it happened, and it's amazing. The repercussions of it really weren't that great. But if you wanted to learn a little bit more about it, that's great. Okay, but the thing you do want to watch is The Smartest Men in the Room. That's the link is here. You can watch it for free. You can go to the library and probably get a copy of it, that kind of thing, on a DVD. But you can definitely watch it here. You're going to need a pretty good connection, for anything video, obviously. Okay, so that's that. And then read through the chapter again and take the quiz. Okay, so that's chapter 2. All right, now that's it for class. If you have anything that happens, the sooner you let me know, the better at this point, because everything's kind of coming to a rapid close. And then just my final words to you are, I really appreciated the effort you guys made in this class. It was not easy. There was a lot of material to cover, and you really took it on and did a great job. And I wish you, I really firmly believe this, I don't end my relationship with students the day that we close down the D12 site, You know where to find me. I'm here at Oakton. You can send me an email. Stay in touch. If you have any questions or any advice that you want or anything that we can discuss, I'm happy to do that with you. So by all means, stay in touch. I don't see my job ending as soon as this class is done with you. So if I can be a resource to you, I will absolutely do that. Okay? And I wish you the very, very best in your personal and professional lives. And with that, I'll sign off.